It's all about
family.
You were right. I should have gone back to my family. They told me not to be like De La Cruz.
Extremely important. Would you please tell him that instead of presents this year, I just want my family back?
wherever we go. This family is our fortress.
Right now. Salute, mi familia.
Salute.
Let's eat. Cheers, family. You guys are ready for tonight?
What's up, family?
Yeah.
All right, my family here. We are here to celebrate 2025. It was a banger of a year for our movie watching. And so we got some goals to recap real quick. We'll do some introductions, see how we did last year. And then we're looking forward to 2026 with some new movie-related goals. They can be physical media related, cinema related, just anything having to deal with movies. So we'll do 5 rounds of that, so that should be super fun. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the goal recap tonight. I will start first, and I did not do so well on these goals. I don't know about you guys, but when I look back, I'm like, dang, I went off the rails here. So let's get into it. So let me bring up my little notes here. All right, my first goal, and I was so close, guys. I was trying to get the YouTube channel to 4,000 subscribers and 15 members. And we're a few short on the subscribers tonight. We're like 3 away. So maybe I'll still meet that goal tonight. You guys will have to help me out there. If you're a new audience member, definitely click the subscribe. But also, if we do hit 4,000 subs tonight, that's going to unlock a giveaway opportunity. If we hit 4,000 subs, then I will basically give a physical media item to whoever does the highest super chat or the highest membership. So if you throw in a $5 super chat, by the end of the night, you're the highest one, you will get a physical media giveaway. I have a few options here, but the one I will show in celebration of Barnes & Noble 50% off Arrow sale that started is going to be the Deep Blue Sea Arrow Edition. Nice design, completely sealed, brand new. So that could be yours. I have a few other options too, but we'll, of course, talk on Instagram if you do become the winner. So first step, once again, is to get to that 4,000 subscribers there, of course. So I failed that goal. Man, I was so close. I was pushing it towards the end. I know you guys saw me out there trying to promote it. We were so close, so close. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in a day or two there. Now, my next goals here, I'm going to go through these quickly so, we don't spend all night on this. I did want to rewatch more of the movies I already own. Just give rewatches. Like, I've pretty much watched all my discs, but I wanted to go back and rewatch some of my favorites. I wanted to do like a throwback Tuesday. I was doing pretty good on that for like a month or two, but then I don't know, life just got out of whack, and I'm like,
baby.
Yeah, it happens.
I have a baby, and then I'm like, how do I keep up with getting new titles in, going to the cinema, and rewatching stuff, and then Huck's 52-week challenge? I mean, so many things to watch. It's like I could not keep up with the rewatching like I wanted to, but I'm gonna bring that goal back. I'll talk about that later though. And then I wanted to see 100 theater movies. I think last year I got to 70 something, and I think when I recalculate, because I didn't calculate all the other theaters I went to, I was only looking at my Regal primarily. If I count the other theaters I went to, I think I did hit 100, give or take 1 or 2. So I will say I accomplished that one. That was pretty good. So those passes, those unlimited passes are amazing. Oh my gosh, I saved so much money with those. So I highly recommend them. And then, of course, what was next? Oh, this one was a big failure. Watch all Best Picture winners besides the silent ones. I wasn't going to do the silent ones. That's not the style for me. But I did not get there. I may have seen a couple more, but not near.
That's a good goal, though.
That's a lot of movies.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot of movies. I think I have over half, but I wanted to get fully completed. Didn't happen. And then I wanted to do some more classic movies with some of my favorite, like, classic film stars, like Jimmy Stewart, Audrey Hepburn in there, Cary Grant. And I saw a handful. I wanted to get the 10. I might have gotten the 7-ish around there. I don't think I got the 10. But what threw it off was after I saw Philadelphia Story, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out on these classic actors. I cannot stand this movie. So that goal is gone forever. I got to give the classics a break after that one.
You tried, man.
I know. I'm like, there was no cream cheese in this movie at all. What the heck was this about? I'm so confused.
Oh, God.
Unsubscribe.
Yep.
I know. I'm losing subscribers here, man. What's happening?
Hey, hit 3,000.
I tried though.
Go the other way.
Yeah, so I guess my goals were, half-ish, so sort of. All right, Huck, you were here last time.
Yes.
How were some of your goals? Give us a quick recap.
Overall, I did good. There was one. Hey, baby.
What's up?
What's up?
King is here.
So the number 5, my thing was to post to my community tab more often and do lots of polls and things like that. And I will say I accomplished that. Absolutely. I tried as often as possible. I don't know if I hit it every week, but it is very well. I like, for not having really ever utilized the community tab post ever, I think I did exceptionally well with that. I'm going to try to keep that going. It's not part of the new thing, but now that it's baked in me, I hope that keeps going. Number 4, this is the one that I missed, but mostly because I concentrated on a different number. And that was, I was going to do a special, a big old nighttime show on a certain franchise. And I was trying to keep that franchise a secret, and I still am. So I'm going to, anyway, so I missed that. But number 3 is what took its place twice. So I wanted to get together. You guys all know I'm always like yakking on about Steel Frontier, my little post-apocalyptic Mad Max movie. And I wanted to get the cast and crew together and do a retrospective interview with all of them. And not only did I do that, but I did a second video with them where we did a live audio commentary as we watched Steel Frontier. So I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to have completed that particular goal while we still have people around. We even lost, if you watched any of those that I did, one of the owners of PM Entertainment is Richard Pepin and Joseph Marin. One of them passed away 1 week before I did that video, and I could have had him on the show. And it's like, you just don't know your time, what time has in store. So just to have that done and made for fans of PM Entertainment and fans of that movie, that was huge. So despite missing the franchise thing, I did 2 PM Entertainment. So that's all done. Stoked about that. Number 2, it was dive into the filmography of somebody else that I need to catch up on, that I fell in love with. And it was either going to be John Ford, John Huston, Frank Capra, Cary Grant, or Marilyn Monroe. And I chose Marilyn Monroe. I had found a big box set, on eBay, like literally 4 years ago. It's been sitting on my shelf of like 10 to 12 movies. And I started with Some Like It Hot the year before. And I just love that movie. It's like a masterpiece. I'm like, oh my God, I got to see more of her stuff. And I did it. I watched every single Marilyn Monroe movie in my collection. So that was A+. And finally, number 1 was to do the 52-week movie challenge and post on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and all that stuff, which we all did. And a bunch of you jumped on board. So stoked about that. So those are my goals from last year. So 4 out of 5, not bad. One of them being a double. So I kind of count it twice.
And real quick, before we get to Brian, we do have Collector Movie Man in here with a couple super chats supporting the channel. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate that out there. So right now you are in first place. So remember, we still have to get to 4,000 subs. We're 2 subscribers away from that. And then, hey, if we get there, I guess you're going to be the big winner. So awesome.
Somebody wants a Deep Blue Sea.
Let somebody up. Actually, I don't think Dave wants Deep Blue Sea. I've asked him before, but I think he wants the Drive 4K. So I have that.
Okay.
You're not getting no packaging, but you'll get the disc.
Drive's
I
a good
promise
movie.
the disc works this time, unlike
Oh yeah, don't give no clown in a cornfield, you cheapskate. Which, by the way, I just put in the trash 10 minutes ago.
Hey, you got a nice Blu-ray case.
Yes, I did. So, I still have that. But I trashed the contents.
All right, Brian. How about you? Did you have any movie watching goals last year?
Yeah, well, I had only two goals, so I wasn't on your live stream last year because I'm still somewhat new to this ish, I guess. But so one of my goals was to just kind of update my channel, with a new camera. So I got a new webcam. So I did get that with some birthday money back in July. So this thing replaced my old webcam, which was a piece of crap and just kept getting all glitchy and stuff. So just trying to like keep the channel looking good and stuff like that. So that was one of my goals. And the other goal was to just watch more movies than I did in 2024. So 2024, I watched 201 movies logged on Letterboxd. 2025, I watched 343. So blew that out of the water. Had a lot of fun watching a ton of movies. So that was really it. Just those two goals. I have a bunch written down to go over tonight. So should be fun.
How many movies did you say again total?
How many did I watch? 343.
That's good. Very good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Jeff, how about you? I know you'll be watching a ton of movies.
So actually my goal was to watch at least an average of one movie a day. And I did actually do that. I did a total of 388. So we were just we're about 2 dozen over what we needed to watch for that. So I did do that one. Another one that I had for the year was to curate and customize my collection more to myself. And I feel like I did pretty good with that in terms of finally getting rid of films that I knew I wasn't going to watch again. So I traded stacks and stacks in last year, and I wanted to upgrade a lot of films. And we got really lucky last year on film upgrades. And I got real lucky on upgrading a lot of those films. And then the other challenge that I had was to do watch lists and actually fulfill them. And so I just decided to take Huck's challenge last year and do it. And it was probably my most accomplished thing of the year because I actually stuck to it and made myself accountable for it. When I was getting to Sunday and I hadn't watched my movie, I'd stay up late to make sure I got that movie in by the end of the week.
Nice.
So it was kind of an accountability for me because I was using it to watch movies out of my collection. So I was trying to be very forceful to watch what I have. So I think I did pretty good last year's goals, and this year's I'm kind of excited for too. So.
All right, and then we got Mr. Nate that went to the theater more than anybody. Nate, how did you do with your movie goals?
All right, so yeah, I knew I wasn't on this show last year, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never set movie goals. So this was fun to kind of like think of what I wanted to do. I'm not a big goal setter in general. I'm more of like just kind of go with it and see what happens. If movies come out that I want to see, I go. Just so happened I went a lot of times to the theater. It was coincidence.
No, this time I won 150 theater releases.
It's funny you say that. We'll get to it when we get to the goals. But yeah, I didn't have any, so I'm now scared because I wrote these 5 down, and now I feel like I'm going to have to do them. And so this is going to be very interesting to see if I can accomplish them. But yeah, I didn't really have any. So I'm excited to hear what you guys come up with and things like that as well.
And if you don't accomplish all of them, don't feel bad.
If I accomplish one, I'll
get every single one.
I will be happy if I do one, to be honest with you. But I'm going to try to do all 5, but we'll see.
All right, Johnny.
Well, Jeff and Nate, I wasn't part of this stream last year. So I really had 2 goals that I wanted to do. One was to do my AFI 123 Greatest Films Challenge. And I got about 7 movies into that. And then it kind of like petered out.
There you go.
What movie destroyed you on that one? Where'd you stop at?
I think Network may have been the last one that I actually made a video for. But
did it make you mad as hell and you're not going to take it anymore?
Yeah. Honestly enough, I got sick and tired of hearing that being repeated over and over again during the movie.
Yeah.
But that was one that I had set out to do, many years ago. I wanted to get them all done. But, me being just lazy, I'm a lazy human being, and I just couldn't get it all done. And then I did, Huck's challenge, and I actually was excited to do that. But then, there were some times where a week would go by and I wouldn't watch anything. So I'd had to double up the next week. And I had just got the last movie watched like 2 nights before, we all did our live stream. So that was, I felt, all right, I did it. Now I can go back to my AFI challenge, which I'll get into later.
Yeah, I give you credit. I did this thing that's like 101 things in 1,001 days, or a day zero project. And it's anything, things you need to do around the house, trips you've been wanting to take for a long time. And I did that AFI challenge, the 100 movies plus the updates.
Yeah.
And I used pretty much all 1,001 days to get that done. So you just trying to do that in a year is like major kudos. So give yourself some credit and get back on that horse. Because you know what? It's a lot of classics that we talk about that is in that list. So it's a good challenge to do if you're looking for something. I don't know if you could do it in a year though.
Yeah, and one film that needs to be thrown in the damn trash.
You know what? I didn't try to do that, but I tried to listen to the Rolling Stone top 500 albums of all time last year, and I think I got about 55 in, and I was like, this is too many.
You were doing so well too.
I was, dude. I was doing like 2 or 3 a day. I'm listening to the Supremes and then some punk rock, and then I need to get back on it. That's not a movie goal, but I think I'm gonna put it with an asterisk.
It is. It's good. It's good to go through. And there's some soundtracks in there too.
Yeah, it was daunting.
Yeah.
All right, KB, you were on here last year. How'd you do on your goal?
Yes, sir. I would say 2025 for various reasons was probably my worst year. Since we have Nate here, I'm going to put it in baseball terms. I batted about 350, so that's Hall of Fame numbers if you look at it from that aspect. But counting up, number 5, I had start new weekly podcast or conversation. I did that, but I put a measurement of post at least 15 episodes. Only 5 so far, so I'll give myself half credit for that. Unwrap the movie edition, watch unopen, unwatch physical media for a quarter. I did that, but I didn't do the YouTube to go with it. I don't know. For me, it's kind of like the YouTube is like my conversation thing and a few other things. But to get in front of a camera, nobody else, and just like all you guys that do that, I give you credit because that ain't my jam. I cannot do that. The third one was watch new purchases within 2 weeks for 50 titles. Oh well.
Nobody does that.
I can't do it. I'm going to keep trying. This is my 4th year, and I'm going to keep trying to do some iteration of just watching things as soon as I get them in. I don't know how you guys do it, because if I got like 1 or 2 a week, I'd be like, oh yeah, let me just throw it in the player. It's new. But when you buy things in stacks or you get a big sale or something like that, I can't do that, man. I really can't. But can't is the first step of not doing it. So I'm going to continue to try to do it. I was trying to follow my friend Nathan Jones' example and do the film journey. I got 5 out of 8. So bad. But the biggest one, and that was my top goal, after we did the stream last year, I heard Mika and Huck talking about the 52-week thing, so I decided to hop on that. I wish that was one of my 5 because I knocked that out, flying colors. And same thing, I try to focus on movies I didn't see before or things that I had on my shelf that I just didn't open up yet. But my number 1 goal was watch 300 movies, include 100 first-time watches, and 52 in the cinema, so 1 a week. And I said, that is Mr. Tony status to hit like 364, 365 movies. My final numbers, 378 movies watched in 2025, including 230 first-time watches. I didn't do a lot of rewatches last year.
Nice.
And 71 movies in the cinema. So I'm not Mega Mike and Nate's status yet, but we'll talk about that.
You're getting there.
We're getting there. So the roller
I
coaster
know, I
goes
thought
up.
I was doing great till I heard Nate numbers. I'm like,
Nah, man, you had a baby. You know that kind of puts you off. Believe
might
me.
be thinking about half those movies though. So half those
Yeah,
movies.
I had to forget
But he
about
did
things
really
like
good this
dead
year.
stock Jordans and whatnot when I had kids. So you're doing fine. If it's
Yeah.
just movies you got to give up, yeah, that's fine.
No, we didn't give up no movies. We saw Marty Supreme, right, Nate? Little baby there.
Yeah, with the baby.
Go Nova.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Well, great recap there. We got some goals accomplished, so that's awesome. And now we just move on from that and try to get even more goals accomplished this year in 2026. So let's go through our 5 rounds of goals for 2026. So first goal here, I always like to make it a channel goal, of course. So last year was getting the 4,000 subs. I'm a couple away still. So if you want to give Dave some free stuff, make sure we get 2 more subs in here before the end of the night. But yeah, so I'm going to go with the goal of 5,000 subscribers in 2026. And I do want to get some more memberships there. So I'm hoping 10 memberships, whether they're the small, $5 around memberships or a high tier membership. Just something to really grow the community, because I do feel like there's a lot of value in my memberships, especially some of the higher tier ones where it's like you literally get to choose a live stream or a topic for a video you want me to create. So you literally can pick anything movie related and I'll do it for you. I think that's so cool. So I don't know how to promote that as it being so cool to other people, but I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know how I can sell it better, I guess you could say. But I think it's awesome. Like, I'm like, dang, if I had a favorite actor or like a certain filmography or franchise that you wanted Mega Mike to do, I'd become a high tier member and be like, hey, I want a whole live stream on Audrey Hepburn. Go for it. I'm like, I'll get a panel together and we're doing a live stream on Audrey Hepburn. Simple as that, right? So
Better call Tim.
Yeah, you better get Tim on the horn.
Yeah.
There's
Of
not going to be
course.
an Audrey thing without him.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. We always got Tim ready to go.
Oh my God.
Buck, you do the voice of Tim, okay? What does Tim have to say?
Hey guys, Audrey's the best. Terrible. Nailed it.
But yeah, so hopefully we can get to that. Like I said, 5,000 subscribers. That's pretty doable with the pace I'm at, the consistency I'm at. I should get to that. And then, like I said, 10 memberships would be awesome, but we'll see what happens there. But I don't know. You guys think I can do it out there?
Of course.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
I love the excitement there.
Yeah.
All right, Huck. What do you got?
We're sure if you meant us or the audience. I'm like, is that us?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I thought you meant like
Oh,
You just said out
Let
there.
Your Movie Man has just become a YouTube member. That
Oh boy.
Oh,
there you go, Dave.
Dave, I'm
Way
confused.
to go,
Like,
Dave.
did you become like a high tier member upgrade, or I'm so confused?
You became
But
a
let me know.
5-time member so you could hit your number.
Right? You should be like the SNL people. Isn't it
Yeah, he really wants that Drive 4K disc, I tell you.
right?
Getting a gold jacket.
Right, exactly.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
so
we're just trying to get a case for that one first, man. All right, Huck, what do you got?
all right, so my first goal up is going to be so I took a little mental picture of everything that the videos I put out consistently is the morning mug every single Tuesday, which I've nailed for almost 5 years now. And if I've missed it, I've made it up on a nighttime show. So we're going to keep that going along with that and all the out of the movie reviews. Those are the things that come out consistently every week. I want to put out at least one new video aside from all of those per week, whatever that might be, whether it's a top 10, it's a highlight, spotlight, whatever that might be. I want to put out at least one different video. It could be a customization that I do. Sometimes I drop those on Fridays, but be consistent about it. So if it's one of those, cool. If it's top 10, cool. But I want to be able to put something else that's not a movie reaction or the morning mug every week. So it's daunting because Mike, you do them every day, but for me, I mean, I don't know, some of us work in stiffs and kids in college, and I don't know, like I don't think I could do 5 or 6 or 7, but if I can just try to do one extra video a week, that's my first goal. That's it.
Very good. Very good.
That's
We'll
doable.
keep you to it.
Mm-hmm. And I have a bunch written out. Like here's the thing too. Sometimes you see your procrastination. Like, see, this is my idea book, by the way. See, made it. It's got all my stuff on it. All the ideas are in here, and literally some of these ideas have been in here for like a year and a half. I'm like, hello, you've got the idea. Make the damn video. So yeah, time to get on that.
All right, Brian.
All right. So my first goal is to just watch more movies. So again, 343 movies last year. My goal this year is to hit at least 365. So essentially a movie a day. So that is my goal. I am 4 movies in to the year so far. So we're on our way, but I'm hoping to get to at least 365.
That's a good number, and that's a very doable number.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can just watch a movie a day, like you said, you'll get that.
Yeah, and it's never going to be every single day, but there's a lot of days where I double, triple up if I can. So
the average of a movie a day. That's how I term it.
Yeah, average a movie a day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because I've had a Saturday where it's been 3 movies, and that's what I do for my Saturday.
I've gone to the theater and watched 3 movies and just sat there all day. It's fantastic.
Those are the best days. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Triple feature.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you're up.
So my first goal is to just be more consistent in everything that I do. With my YouTube channel, with my movie watching, with just pretty much everything in general. But that's going to go right along with kind of just being more consistent with trying to be more involved with the community here on YouTube, be more consistent with videos on my channel. Just consistency. I need to work on consistency. Sometimes I just get to where I don't want to do nothing that is worth a damn, really, to put it. I just want to sit down and watch my movie and go on to the next one, log at Letterboxd, and not really do anything. And I could be getting on and having conversations with other people, and like you guys, and being like-minded, and could be more consistent with my love of what I'm doing. All right.
Just like me there.
Very good. Very good. All right, Nate.
All right. So, okay, I'll just do the first one because you kind of touched on it already. So last year I saw measly 109 movies at the theater. And that was pretty good. That's a little over 2 a week. Most of it was exactly like Brian. It was a lot of double features, triple features. I don't want to go every day. I like to go 1 day a week, maybe 2, and see them all in those 2 days because, I have a job, I have a life. So it's like, I can't just be there every day. But I did write down here 150. So, Mike, you hit it on the head. I want to try do 150. There's a lot of stuff I skip just because I don't want to see it, or maybe it's like it's there for such a short period of time that I kind of miss it. But I also sat through a bunch of stuff that I didn't even want to see last year, and I was like, well, if I saw those, I could have done more.
You should have saw SpongeBob, Nate.
I did not see. Yeah, I did not see.
You got to get on that, man. I'm telling you,
I didn't even see Zootopia 2. I saw it this year. I saw it the other day. So, I mean, it counts for a theater visit for this year. But yeah, I want to try to do 150. I will definitely have to sit through some crap. But you know what? Maybe I'll discover my next favorite movie. I don't know. Like sometimes it's those little nothing movies that you don't hear about that you end up really enjoying. So, and I do like that Regal's doing a lot of the classics. So I will be trying to go see a lot more of those.
Yeah.
I know they're playing like Conan the Barbarian this week, and I've never seen that movie. So I might go to see it at the theater. But yeah, 150 is the goal. I'm at 1 already. I should be at like 4 by the end of the week, I would imagine. So
yeah, you're gonna have to see Primate. That's
no, you don't gotta tell. I'm hyped. I can't wait to see Primate. I'm excited for that one. That's like the first one of the year that I'm like, I gotta see that killer monkey.
My buddy saw it tonight. It was this Scream Unseen.
It was the mystery movie?
Yeah, it was the mystery
Yeah,
movie.
I was going to go to that, but I had to come to this. I figured
know. I want to go to that too.
He invited me. I was like, I got a live show.
I checked the runtime and I'm like, this looks like Primate to me.
Yep.
That's what it looks like. So yeah, I'm hyped for that movie. But yeah, 150 is the goal. I think I can do it, honestly.
Man, that's wild. But that is the best way to find those hidden gems, like you said, because I would have never saw like Rental Family. Like I did not want to see that. I'm like, it's late at night. I'm tired. I don't want to go. And it ended up being my favorite movie of the year, rather than the movies I was excited for. So
like so that I wrote them down. I did like a little post, but like Rental Family was on there. The Assessment, that movie, The Assessment, that like I didn't see anyone talk about it, with Elizabeth Olsen and Alicia Vikander. And it's like this sci-fi movie and about people who can't, in the future, you have to have a person come in and tell you if you can have children or not. And amazing movie. Nobody saw it. I was in the theater by myself and I didn't hear anybody talk about it. So like stuff like that. And then I also saw that Scarlett Johansson movie about the wedding at the mom's house. And I was like, this is the opposite of what I want.
Jurassic World Rebirth?
It's called like My Mother's Wedding or something like that. It's like Sienna Miller and Scar. It's horrible. And it was awkward. I was the only guy in there. And but you know what? I did it for the numbers. I'll probably have to do that again this year. So we'll see.
Hey, it's better than seeing SpongeBob by yourself. I can tell you that.
That's
right now.
true. Yeah, the kids movies I gotta take like my niece or something. Yeah, I need to take a kid with
My
me.
whole family was sick. I'm like, man, can we just do this? And they're like, I can't do this. I went. I did it for the SquarePants.
Well, Nate, I'll recommend to you, go see Is This Thing On? To everybody who hasn't seen it.
I've heard of that.
It's so hard to find.
It is not playing here, but
it's very
Thursday it opens near me, and I will be going to see it. I'm
It's
going to
my
do a
favorite
double
movie
feature.
last
Is
year.
This Thing On and Primate? I mean, you can't beat. That's the best double feature I ever heard.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Something stupid and something smart.
So good. Good luck.
All right, Johnny, you're up.
Okay, so my first goal is it does have to go along with my AFI's greatest films. So what I want to do is I want to collect what I need to have the complete set of the 123 greatest films. I have 100 of them already, either on the shelf or sitting over here. But I need to get the last 23 of them. One of them's a DVD, but the others are just, one of them is like extremely hard to get, and that's the Criterion Third Man.
Just get the 4K.
No,
Lionsgate
because
limited.
KB, I'm a Criterion snob. I have to have it in the Criterion collection.
I've sold them twice. I wish I had a third one to sell you. I
But you had a
to you.
third man.
A third
man.
Man, I could not finish that movie. It was unwatchable to me.
It's one of my favorites. I just watched it the other night.
But that's like the first goal that I have. I want to get all of them in the collection to say, here they are. I have them all. And for those of you who are wondering what was the one that needs to go in the trash, and I'm sure KB will agree with me, this piece of shit.
I knew it was that.
Yeah. I've already thrown that damn thing on a live stream once.
It's building at the White House, if that's any indication.
God almighty. But yeah, that's my first goal. I want to get, to have all of them. And I know a DW Griffith has another piece of shit movie that's on the list I have to get. But yeah, that's my first goal, is to have the 123 greatest films ever made, or American made films. I want to have those in my collection.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, KB.
It looks like one of my goals, well, almost every one of my goals is associated with someone here in some way. So we're going to start with the one that was kind of like a nod. It wasn't an official goal last year, but I am going to complete Huck's 52-week challenge 2026. I'm going to try to stack it with never before seen movies as much as possible. And for those that I have seen before, that means I'm going to be cracking cellophane. So starting with tonight, which I just ripped this open, this is Spinal Tap. So this is my week one. Got the 4K on the last sale. So I just ripped it open tonight before the show started, and I was watching it over there. So week 1 down, 51 to go.
Love it, man.
And I love that a lot of them are cinema releases or tied to it, because I will be hitting those movies, all of them.
Well, it's certainly better than my week 1 pick, which was this damn thing. And this is bad. This is bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
LBJ.
But I had never seen it before, and I'm doing kind of like what KB's doing. I want all my 52 watches to be first time watches, so it was kind of hard to select something from Reiner that I hadn't seen before, and luckily I had that one sitting in a pile on the floor.
Yeah. If anyone's still looking for something for week 1, The American President's on HBO, and I think that's his greatest departure. People say A Few Good Men, but if you've seen Misery, it's kind of like in that same kind of vein. I think The American President's probably his most offbeat of his directions of his feature films.
All right, very good. Great first round, everybody. Let's get into round 2 here. So my second goal is a little bit of a combo. I want to get the Throwback Tuesdays going again. And once again, that's just pulling a movie off the shelf I've already seen. I'm giving it a rewatch because I want to rewatch some of my favorite films instead of, picking movies that I'm like, will I like this? I don't know if I'll like it. I want to see some of the best movies of all time, Like, you got to watch Holes again. That movie's so good, and I haven't watched it in maybe a year or two. That's a yearly watch right there. So I got to rewatch some of the greats. And then also, I do want to do the classic cinema, like flashback cinema. I did it with Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom the other day. There's a theater that's a little bit farther from me, probably about 30 minutes away, but they do this flashback cinema. They bring back these classic movies on the big screen. And freaking Temple of Doom on the big screen.
That's cool.
Because I've only ever seen it on a small screen. I was a young whippersnapper. Yeah, maybe I wasn't even alive yet when that came out. I don't know. But anyway, I've only ever seen it on the small TV screen. But seeing it on the big screen, you see so much more details. And then the fans, like there was somebody coming out of the theater, singing the Indiana Jones theme song. Like it was crazy. Like it was such a hype level, like fan kind of event. So I got to see at least like 5 of those classic kind of flashback cinema type movies this year. So we'll see if it happens, but it's a great experience. All right, Huck.
Cool.
Good stuff. I like that, Mike. That's one of my favorite things about going to the theater last year was all the retro showings that they had, like Back to the Future, Jaws, Sunset Boulevard, all of the Universal horror movies. I saw all of that in the theater, especially those Universal black and white movies. Oh man, and Creature from the Black Lagoon was in 3D, like it was. I was like,
that's cool.
And people applauded at the end. This is a 42 is a Creature, and people applauded at the end. I'm like, what is happening? I mean, amen to the people in that theater. So,
I'm not sure why they don't do that more often. Like my Temple of Doom theater was almost sold out. Like it was jam packed. It was wild.
You got to restrict it to one night or one weekend, like they did that weekend with Jaws and Sign of the Times and all that. When you limit the engagement, you get more people actually engaging. So, one night or 2 night engagement. That
3
works.
shows, I think, for the Universal monster movies.
Yeah, I missed The Shining in IMAX. I would have loved to see that because I never seen that on the big screen.
Yeah, I made friendships with my manager, and I told him, "Look, please keep doing that. That is the one thing I would love for you. Don't stop with the classics." So, all right. So my number 4, it's going to be so we're already doing like a new video, but that's separate from what this is. I want to do a new night show, and this is going to be once a month. It's a 2-parter, but the second part's coming. So this one's just going to be a Hollywood spotlight. Like I literally made a thumbnail to this, no lie, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I made this graphic. I'm like, oh, that looks good. I can't wait to start this. And it's just sat in my folder. Okay, so it's now time to like get off my ass and start producing one a month. But it needs to fall in the middle of the month because I'm going to talk about another one that's going to fall at the end of the month. and I don't want it to, if it's the beginning and the end of the month, then they're going to be literally back to back. So it's going to be middle of the month, end of the month. So they're spaced out 2 weeks apart. So, and hopefully we're going to design that as like maybe a 4-person hangout. If anybody wants to come hang, make it sort of a round robin thing per month, whoever wants to come in or drop out. And then at the end of that particular hangout, I want to do like a quick tier, and we're going to do a bracket thing of that actor, actress, or director, and just kind of for fun, see which one comes out on top. So that's my big night
pretty
show.
cool.
That sounds
Part
fun.
one. So if y'all are up for it, you're on the list.
All right, Brian.
All right, so my my next one has already, it's probably a couple times, but it's already been brought up by KB, and that's Huck's 52-week movie challenge. This will be my first year participating. I am super excited for it. I followed along. It was Dave, I think, was posting on Instagram almost every time he was watching something. I already got week 1 in the books. I went with Princess Bride, along with the actual like watching of the movie each week. I plan to do a video to post on the channel, so hopefully it'll add a little bit more consistency to my channel as well, because I'm not very good at posting every single week, but this gives me a reason to.
Nice.
So.
All right, Jeff.
So I'm just going to go ahead and echo Brian because, like he said, I'm sure it's on lots of people's list, but I'm going to do Huck's challenge again this year. And I'm going to do it the exact same way I did it, except he made it a little bit easier for the new challenge I'm adding to myself, which is to go to the theater. Huck did some color coding to make it easier to find out what weeks I can kind of use that as my excuse.
Bravo.
So that's going to be the challenge, is that I'm going to challenge myself within the challenge to go to the theater a little more.
Do you have a Regal or AMC?
I
or
do
whatever
not.
near you?
I pay for each
that's a
ticket as I
challenge.
go.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why it gets as expensive as it does, because I got to buy them individually. And if I go to what you guys consider to be a big screen with nice seats, like my seats are still old school, they don't move type of seat.
No.
I have to drive. I have to drive 2 hours away for that. So for me to see a movie like that, if I go to the movie, it's 3 hours. I just spent a whole 6 hour day for one movie. I just don't have that opportunity. So I'm going to just force myself to go even just to the little rinky dink theaters just to go out and see them more often.
Hey,
excellent.
On a big screen.
That's great. What you got to do. My local theater is terrible too. My seats don't move on my local one, and it's pretty bad.
Just bring a pillow.
You know what? I think I have before.
Every time I hear people talk about the theaters in their area, I used to think I did not have that much of good theaters, but
oh no, Nate, your theater's incredible. Your theater's like a palace compared to mine.
Everyone's like, I gotta go 45 miles to see IMAX, and I'm like 2 minutes away. But so Jeff, you didn't know,
Twist
but
the knife a little deeper.
You just made me so grateful for these theaters.
And to be honest, both of my theaters that are within like 25 minutes of me, they're owned by the same people, and they only play 3 different movies between the 2 theaters. So sometimes I only get like the choice of watching like 4 new movies in 2 weeks. And most of the time I don't want to watch all 4 of those movies.
Oh, that's terrible.
So I have to travel. Dang.
And I got like 3 AMCs within that same 25 minutes because they're headquartered here. And it's like, well, I don't like the seats in that theater. So, oh my gosh, humbled.
Yeah, there's 3 AMCs and 4 Regals within like 25 miles from me. So the options are plentiful.
Yeah, I got the same thing here in Jersey.
Johnny, you got a good theater.
The hell with all y'all.
Yeah,
I got a Sinopolis.
Johnny feels me.
Yeah,
Sinopolis has like all the seats that recline. That's like 20 minutes away. I've got an AMC 15 minutes away, and I have a Cinemark that's a little bit further, but way nicer.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Cinemark. We got 2 of those.
Heck, me and Johnny would probably have to drive about the same distance to see the same movie the same way, and it'd probably be at the same theater.
I think I have the nearest IMAX to me is like 120 miles away.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god!
And that's about how close mine is.
Yeah, and the AMC is like 30 minutes from me.
Dang.
So yeah.
Okay.
I'll never complain again.
No,
I'm sorry.
never.
No.
Never.
So no
All right,
IMAX for
Nate.
you, Johnny.
All right.
Nate, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. Which one am I going to pick next? All right. Let's do this one because you guys have some of you guys have kind of touched on it a little bit. But I wrote down here, watch the movies that I own and have never watched. Now, KB, you said you wanted to crack those things open within 2 weeks. I have movies that I bought 6 years ago and have not.
Bro, I had
Nice.
Stepmom on DVD when I got my DVD player. It still has cellophane on it.
Yeah,
Nice.
like I open them, but I just and then I look at them to make sure the disc is in there, and then I put them on the shelf. I'm notorious for it. I never, ever, ever watch anything I buy within even a month of buying it in general. And that's just because kind of when you do this stuff, when you're doing podcasts, when you're going. I don't always find the time. So I literally have my shelves, you can only see this one, but I have others. They're organized in a way where I have all of the movies I've never seen together. So I know where they are. They're all in one shelf. And also digital, I have a huge, Fandango at home. It used to be Voodoo, digital. I have all of those in a list as well on there of movies I've never seen. So what I would like to do is try and get through as many as I can. I do trade a lot. I know Jeff was talking about kind of paring down here and there. I do that too. Sometimes they get chopped before I bought them, never watched it, traded it because I can't miss it if I don't even know if I liked it or not. So, but yes, one of my goals is to try and get through. It's a lot of movies, so I'm not gonna try to get through all of them. But if I can get through 50, I will actually be happy because last year I probably got through 10. In a whole year. So let me write down 50 here just so I can have a number for next year to know if I did it or not. But yeah, I'm going to try to get through 50 of these Blu-rays and 4Ks that I've never seen them.
All right, Johnny.
Okay, so my next goal is and Jeff can back me up on this one because he saw my card at McKay's. I want to finish upgrading every DVD that I got rid of, upgrading it to either Blu-ray or 4K. I got it. It took me 4 hours. No, I was at McKay's for 12 hours trading everything in that I was getting rid of. And I had to rent a panel truck and everything to haul that shit down there. And I said, look, I need to upgrade all of these from DVD to Blu-ray or 4K because if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. So I went ahead and got rid of it, and Jeff saw all the crap that I bought there. So I need to finish upgrading everything that I got rid of. Otherwise, if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. So that's another goal that I have for 26. At least get about 75% of what I got rid of, get it upgraded.
What's a rough number on that, Johnny?
Yeah, I was wondering.
How many?
Oh, what I got rid of?
That you need to replace. Because, be kind to yourself. Okay, if you got to think, that's a pretty high number.
That's a lot.
I mean, you're looking into the sky right now.
You might need 2 years to do it.
I think
He is answering a question from a half hour ago.
Yep. I think I got rid of maybe 250 to 300.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
number
my
you told
God.
me. You told me 300 or so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, baby steps, Johnny. That's a lot to replace.
Take your
in a
time.
year.
Take your
Yeah.
time.
Span that out for 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Unless you got the
KB.
money.
All right, I'm just going to show you this and then I'll explain my goal.
Oh, the wheel.
Oh, the wheel.
The wheel of names, the wheel of letters.
Come on, G. G.
So,
Oh,
S.
I decided
T.
I need to find, yes, it came up with T. I decided I needed a better way to watch these unopened movies. Most of them are not blind buys. I try to get rid of the blind buys quicker than the ones that, oh, I love that in the movie. I'm going to watch that over and over again, but they're still sitting on the shelf, like you said, Nate.
Mhm.
So one day I'm sitting there, may have been in some state of inebriation, and I came up with 26 letters, 52 weeks. Watch at least 100 unopened movies based on a random letter every week. So this week I got letter T, and if you follow me on Instagram, you saw I posted on New Year's Day the 5 that I watched that day. I might have posted 4, but Third Man was the other one. And today I watched 2 more, which is Spinal Tap and Truck Turner. So I'm up to 7 out of 100. But every week it'll just be another random letter. And I know there's some ones that like the Q's and the X's that are not like a lot of unwatched ones. So I'll double up on the S's and the C's and the A's and so forth. But I'm just trying to come up with different ways to watch this stuff.
Nice.
Because every
That's
time I
cool.
look, there's like reflections of cellophane on my shelves. So I gotta get rid of them. I gotta get rid of them. And it's nice to see some movies. I mean, if I get Wicked for good, it's like great. I just seen this. But you know, if I open up like Spinal Tap or Criterion I got on sale 2 years ago, it's about time. So that is gonna be my goal. Measurable 100. That's my number this year. 100.
Awesome. Great round 2. We are into round 3 now. Wow. Okay, so I've gotten into a really bad habit and I need to break it with this goal. I don't know if this happens to you guys. How often do you pull out your phone when you're watching a movie at home? I've been doing it a lot
Guilty.
more. Checking messages, right? Instagram, checking, YouTube, all that stuff. And it sidetracks me from the movie. So what I got to do now is put my phone somewhere else, put it in a different room, watch the movie for a couple hours, get it done, and then go check my phone afterwards. That way I'm more engaged with the movie and I really absorb it. It's going to be a tough goal for me. I don't know if you guys are that way too, but I just noticed myself just getting so sidetracked when I'm trying to watch a movie and then I get lost. Like before the stream, I was, going through Instagram, all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to watch a new movie I've never seen, Dark City. And I'm like, I'm so freaking confused now. What the heck's happening with this movie? I'm like, that's a movie where I need 100% attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, Jennifer Connelly, okay, let me lock in. Okay, go back. All right, I got locked in the whole movie. Got locked in the whole movie. So this year, every time I watch a movie, I need that phone away and not check it till after the movie's done. So
I find myself always just like researching and looking up trivia about the movie I'm watching.
I know.
That's really annoying because I'm like, should be just watching the movie.
Still there at the end.
What else has this actor been in? Like, who gives a shit?
Exactly. I'm looking at the cast list and I'm like, I remember that person from somewhere. Let me go on Wikipedia. I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. You make me feel a little better about me sitting there telling my wife about facts about the movie, and she's like, "Just be quiet. I'm trying to watch the movie." Tell me afterwards.
Get trivia, man. Quiet.
Did you know that this guy was also in Caligula?
He was in the first piece of this role.
Caligula, of all things.
I literally just ordered that movie too. I've never seen that. I'm so excited.
Oh, you're gonna have you're gonna have fun with that one.
Mike, just put your phone in another room to charge. Put it on the charger. That way it's charged when the movie's done. But just put it on the charger.
Man, I have a charger in my couch.
No, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
I can't. It's part of the couch.
No, get rid of your couch, he means.
Yeah. My new couch.
I love my couch, though. All right, but there we go. That's my goal. We'll see if it happens. I feel like that's going to be a tough goal to meet. So, I don't know. No promises there.
Do it.
All right, Huck, you're up.
Now, see, Mike, the trickiest thing with that is you got little Nova there, and if your wife is trying to text you saying, "Come get the baby," and you're like, "Sorry, honey,
I know.
my goal has to be met."
I gotta have that excuse now, though.
Put it like far away, but leave the ringer on in case it's an emergency.
Yeah,
I just put in Caligula. I'm not going anywhere.
I get Caligula reference in 2 minutes. What's going on down there in the second row? Okay, so number 3, I'm actually gonna just flip where I'm saying this one just to get it out of the way. So I'm gonna bring back that franchise stream that I want to do. It's one thing, just to do it next year. It's gonna involve some people who are super fans of this particular franchise that aren't even on this panel. I got to dig deep into the YouTube and see if I can. Exactly. and bring in people I've never even spoken to before, because I want to sort of introduce myself and sort of, I don't know, like see what people outside of our bubble are like, see if they'll connect to us. So yeah, so once that's locked in, you know what the franchise is, but I don't want to say what it is yet until I can lock in those people. So that's it. I did the PM Entertainment thing last year, so this is about, and this particular franchise, it'll involve 11 categories and maybe four people on the screen. I don't want it too big, but I want some real ringers, so it's a good thing for you guys to watch. So wish me luck, because the last time I'm going to put it on my goals. Win or lose.
All right, Brian.
All right. So speaking of franchise, that's actually ties to kind of my next one, is just to watch more like full franchises. So that was something I did sort of tackle in 2025. And not just like rewatches, just like new franchise. So like for me, Nightmare on Elm Street was one that I had never seen the full franchise, and I finally got to see it and watch it in beautiful 4K in 2025. So one thing I want to continue is, do the same thing. Friday the 13th is a franchise that I have not seen all of the movies, so that will be on the list. I've got
Brian, you got to do a Hellraiser.
I'm doing
now.
that too. No, don't do. I was just about to say, don't do Hellraiser.
Don't listen.
11 movies.
Hellraiser's done. I did that in 2025.
Okay.
Hellraiser, Leprechaun, I did 2025.
You poor thing.
So, but I got Critters, The Fly, The Omen set, Twilight's up here. I have never seen any of the Twilights. The Hunger Games, I've never seen any of the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games is good.
Twilight, so I am going to try to tackle definitely Hunger Games and Twilight, because I've never seen them before. So those will be watched in 2026.
There's a new one. You got to watch the other one right before the new one. That way you go to the theater and finish the franchise with the new one.
Yep. Yeah. Because I have all 5 in the collection here that are out right now. So
Brian, I'll say you're allowed to have your phone out for the Twilight franchise. It's okay.
Yeah.
You probably want to.
That's fair.
Yeah. Maybe watch something else on your iPad.
That bad, huh?
I mean, I just got bored with it.
That's fair.
I tapped out.
Depends who you ask. I know a lot of people who really love those movies, but I'm not one of them. And clearly Huck's not one of them either.
Unless my 18-year-old daughter tapped out too, so that'll tell you something.
She's not one of them.
And that's
I'm not sure I'm the right demographic.
That's what it's made for.
Guy in 40, mid 40s here watching.
It's time to watch Twilight, baby.
Do it.
Perfect time for it.
Be that guy.
All right, Jeff.
So I want to upgrade more titles. I did that quite a bit last year. We got a lot of my favorites. We're 5 days in, and there's already 4 new releases that just came out this month that I want to upgrade from DVD already. So I don't think I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to say, let's say 25, but I'll probably do more than 25. So,
yeah.
Realistic.
I mean, like, and it's Vinegar Syndrome that's released 4 of them. So if Vinegar Syndrome can release 4 upgrades I want to do, I'm not even trying to think about what Criterion's going to do for me this year.
The Garbage Pail Kid movie, is that one of them?
That was one. I actually just watched it. Great 4K. No, actually, one of them is The Gambler. They just released The Gambler.
Cinematograph,
yeah, and it was an upgrade straight from DVD. It never got a Blu-ray. So if you want a Blu-ray, it's in that set. And that's I'm going to be trying to do a lot of that this year.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Warner Brothers, because they're locked in a deal, right? So
I actually think it's a lot of Warner Brothers made for TV movies.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way it's going to go, because that's what it sounded like. But it'll be interesting to see what it is.
So, Jeff, not to sound like an old guy, but is this the Kenny Rogers Gambler?
No.
James Caan.
James
okay,
Caan.
sorry.
James Caan.
It's the first thing that pops in my head when I hear The Gambler.
It was a TV movie with The Gambler. Kenny Rogers.
Yeah. It was good.
That'll be on that
for
Warner
what it was.
Brothers deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Nate.
Okay, so my next 2 have to do with like physical media stuff, and this might be, I don't know, I might be going the other way than a lot of people. So one of my goals for this year is to do zero blind buys. I don't want to blind buy any movies. I have my last goal was watch these ones I have never seen. They're all blind buys. The reason I've never seen them is because I never saw them before, bought them, and they're sitting here. I do not want to add to the pile, so I will not be buying any movies that I've never seen before. On top of that, I feel like in 2026, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to watch a movie before buying it anyway. It's somewhere. I can rent it. I can watch it on streaming. I can see it if I like it. Buy
My
it.
mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Right. And sometimes they're bad. And I've blind bought a lot of movies that I was like, why did I even spend? And then I got to go try to trade it. And then they don't want to take it back. And then I'm stuck with it. And I got to like try to give it to somebody. So yeah, zero blind buys for Nate this year. I kind of started this last year. It wasn't a goal per se, but I tried to do a lot less, but I still ended up doing it. So no blind buys. If I've not seen it, I'm not buying it.
So not ordering from Vinegar Syndrome at all. I see. Okay.
Never. No, I have zero Vinegar Syndrome movies as it is. So that will remain the same. Well, no, they put out some stuff I've seen, but yeah, like I looked at my Amazon pre-orders. It's only like 4, and it's all movies that I know I like already. So yeah, I don't no blind buys.
Nice.
All right, Johnny.
My next goal is I want to not go to the theater as much and watch the shit I got on my shelf.
Yeah.
Because like you know, we're all in the same boat. We all buy stuff and we never watch it, and it just sits up there collecting dust. So, you know, I think I have an AMC, the A list, whatever the hell that's called. I pay like $30 a month. The last time I went to go see a movie was Superman.
Oh,
so I'm still paying $30 a month for that shit. So to me, I'm like, you know, I could go out, yeah, or a Criterion, or you know, a Steelbook for me to throw at somebody. But I said, you know, I want to watch the crap that I have on my shelf before going out and seeing anything else. So that's going to be one goal that I have is, you know, it's back here on the shelf. It's a toy. You know, you got to play with it every now and again. So just crack it open, put it in, and sit down and watch. That's what I want. It's one of my goals for 26.
Smell the inside of the case.
Oh God, that
especially the Arrow ones.
Oh, and the Criterions when you crack them open.
All right, KB.
My next one is quick. Some of us have already said it. I'm gonna watch 100 movies in the cinema. Mrs. KB got an A-list pass too, so now we're gonna end up doing things like Primate, whether we are looking forward to it or not.
Date night.
Yeah, I had a buddy who decided in April he's gonna go to the movies every weekend, like you, Nate, like 4 movies every weekend. He ended up with over 125 by the end of the year.
Wow.
So I figure I could see 2 movies a week. That will add up to 100 movies in the cinema real quick. And somehow I'm still going to try to do that, watch new movies as soon as I get them at home. I don't know what the measurement is for that. Whatever. Just more of it.
Great.
Awesome. Great third round, everybody. All right, let's get in the fourth round here. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of similar to some of you guys, but maybe opposite from a couple of you guys as well. So I have an opposite problem, Johnny. I've seen everything in my collection for the most part, right? Besides stuff I get in like this week. But the movies I'm not going to watch again, I got to get rid of those. They're just taking up the space. Why do I have past lives there? It's terrible. I got to get rid of it. There's so many.
Make a list, send it my way.
That I think what I'm going to do is try to do more giveaways on the channel. So that should encourage the other goals I have too, So yeah, if you want to become like a member, hey, here's another giveaway this week. You know, pick a title that I don't want to watch again, but maybe you'll like. Do something like that so I can combo it with another goal. So I get rid of some titles and, you know, something like that. Because I have some movies in my collection. I'm like, why did I get this? I don't know why I got the same with like Nate too. I got to use yours as well. I got to preview more stuff because you can't rely on the hype of some of these titles, because some people will hype up these movies and then you find out it's not your taste. And you're like, what did I do? What did I do?
It was on HBO Max. You could have just watched
I know.
it.
Yeah. It's getting on streaming almost about the same time, if not before, than physical media release. So like one battle after another is on HBO before we got physical. So if you miss it in the theaters and you're thinking about buying a 4K, it's going to be like what, $30-$35 before you go spend $35 to get it day one. For what purpose? I still don't know. Just go
The slip cover. I need the slip cover.
Whatever, but just go stream it somewhere else. Everybody does different things. The library, go get the DVD from the library just to watch a movie.
Yeah,
it's for you, and then get a nice 4K. It's going to look better that way.
I know sometimes the DVD isn't that great either. That noise is off, Huck. That noise is off.
It's a beautiful one. It's great.
You're going to get.
I love that movie.
You're going to get rid of past lives, but yet keep Money Talks. Yeah, that makes,
I
that
love
makes
Money Talks.
Oh my gosh.
So you couldn't send me past lives, but you sent me an unplayable Children in the Corn. Or the Clown in the Cornfield.
Clown in the Cornfield.
At least send me a working movie.
If that just worked, it would have been great. Or actually would have been pretty darn good. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, get rid of the movies I don't want to watch ever again. All right, Huck, you're up.
That's a good thing. Purge. I love what I'm hearing, y'all. So purge that collection. Watch what you have. I mean, that's literally for the last 2 years with the 52-week thing. For me, it's half and half. Pull stuff off the shelf, unwrap that thing, and like literally, A Few Good Men was wrapped yesterday, and I unwrapped it, and it was beautiful. So,
You're goddamn right I did.
That's right. Right, Mike. You got everything ready to go.
Mike, you're on it tonight with the.
But I mean, and that was an absolute joy, and that's one of the biggest things that I'm enjoying about that challenge. So I might as well just connect it to that. I'll do my last one is very similar to other people's, but I'll go ahead and jump on the 52-week thing now. So with that, obviously I'm doing the challenge, but I'm not going to make that my goal. What I want to do, and you guys know this is coming, Jeff. I know you've been dying for this. At the end of every month, I now want to do a nightly, like a end of the month recap on the 4 weeks, or in some cases, if it's a 5-week month, we're going to recap every month of our 52-week challenge. So we can just talk about 4 movies. That's all we need. And it's a revolving door. Anybody's welcome to come in. Again, I don't want to get like an insane amount of people, but I feel like a nice 4-pack is a good, chit chat group. So
I love the idea.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, you got to be on my first episode.
It keeps you accountable 4 weeks at a time.
Yes, right. Because it's funny because you had asked me that last year, and I go, I've been wanting to do that. I told myself last year in February, I'm going to do it. And then sort of the month went by. I'm like, okay, I'll do it in March. And then I kept not. So I just let it go. But then you chimed in. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was gonna. So now that you've chimed in, you got to be in the first episode just because you've poked me enough to say, come on, Huck, let's go. So anybody wants to just talk about your month, is February or July was a great month for you? Let's hop on. Let's talk about the movies we watched and just share them. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So that's my big thing. That'll be another thing. So now I've got one new video every week. I got a night show in the middle of the month, spotlighting somebody. And now I've got this night show. So these are all, I'm trying to hold myself accountable for a lot here, but that's what I'm shooting for. So nightly show recapping this 52-week challenge, new movies in the theater, whatever it is. Oh yeah. I did want to say this for those who heard, I think Jeff, it was that said, I color coded. If you don't know the challenge, I guess we should say this. It's a 52-week thing, and then I have posted the list on my community tab post, and then it's on Letterboxd, and then they should be noted that they coincide with a theatrical release if you choose to go to the theater to see it. So, and if you don't, just, like if it's a Meryl Streep movie and you don't want to go see Devil Wears Prada 2, which is perfectly lined up for Devil Wears Prada, just watch any Meryl Streep movie and you're good. But if you want to utilize it, it's color coded. So hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you the color coded list.
Can't wait for that Spielberg week, Disclosure Day.
Dude,
Yes.
well timed.
Yep.
I just saw a trailer for that again. I can't wait.
Yeah.
With Emily Blunt clicking and popping.
All right, Brian.
All right, so continuing on with some kind of movie watch themes. I want to pick I think I have the director picked out. I don't have the actor or actress picked out, but just pick one actor or actress and director and just kind of watch as much of their filmography as possible. So in 2025, my wife and I watched 14 Justin Timberlake movies. So he happened to be our random actor in 2025. So we haven't picked our actor or actress yet for that, but I think I'm going to go with Alfred Hitchcock for the director because I have not seen really any of Hitchcock's stuff outside of Psycho.
Ooh,
nice.
What's up, baby?
Talk to me.
Yeah, I will. I have the Blu-ray box set. I think it's right there.
Oh, that's perfect, Brian. That thing's great.
Right there. So I need to crack that open. So I think that'll be kind of the perfect director to just dive into. So looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Mike and I did that same thing. We didn't really know Hitchcock, and then we just plowed through that set. KB, I know you're already a huge fan, and instantly, Brian, I was just like, wow, this is, I don't know what kept me from Hitchcock. I don't know what it was that Hitchcock, but like an ignorant fool, right? As soon as I cracked it, like my introduction, I've already seen Psycho. That's one I think everybody sees.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Regardless of what.
Yeah.
So I just saved that for last because I knew I already liked it, and started with North by Northwest, masterpiece. Then I went to Rear Window, masterpiece. Then I went to Rope, masterpiece. I said, okay, I get it. And then that was it. And now I've seen like 20 something Hitchcock.
Yeah,
so.
I have one already picked out for actually for the 52-week movie challenge. So it's the 1950s or earlier. So that's going to be a Hitchcock film. So I don't know which one yet, but that'll start it off.
Excellent.
But definitely start with some of those bangers. Like the Universal stuff is incredible. Whereas if you start the other way and you go the silent films first, I don't know how long you'll stick.
You're not going to get through it.
So
No.
start with the great stuff first, I would
There's
say.
some good early ones too.
Don't
Rebecca,
start-
Yeah.
Rebecca, 1940,
Well,
amazing.
Rebecca, but that's not a silent.
Notorious.
Yeah,
Lady
no, it's not.
Vanishes.
Lady
Lifeboat's
Vanishes.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing another couple of rounds of podcasts with our youngest old guy in the room.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. There's
Yeah.
a few that I haven't seen on the list, so I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
we in 25 we did something on really old films channel. So it was me, Nate, who else joined us?
It was me, you, Alex, and Harrison.
Okay,
really old
it was
movies,
just
and
it was just the four of
we
us.
did that
I don't
House
know why
of
I was
Hitchcock
trying to
box
think.
set, like
Yeah.
all the movies.
Oh, nice.
So now we're kind of expanding on it and just getting into 3 more episodes of it. So
3 more.
it's
yeah.
fun. It's fun.
That's cool.
Nice.
All right, Jeff.
So my next goal is going to be more towards like the physical media collecting. I am going to continue to practice patience and stay in my own lane. And what I mean by that is the big story at the beginning of the year is how mad everyone is that Vinegar Syndrome's releasing Tank Girl when we just got the Blu-ray last year. But Umbrella released that in Australia. I don't live in Australia. This is the version that's supposed to be sold to me. So why would I be mad that it's being sold to me? So I'm going to try to stay in my own lane a little more and not be so mad that I bought something that wasn't supposed to be sold to me anyways.
Yeah.
And that's a goal of mine because I got into the importing boutique labels and stuff pretty heavy last year and started to realize that if I just waited, I got what I wanted sold to me the way it was supposed to be sold to me. And I always I always try to practice patience anyways, just on waiting for prices to come down and that sort of thing. But I think I just need to wait on my companies to release movies to me, because it's going to come. It's going to happen. We are continuously seeing the same transfers be shared from an Australian or a Germany company with an American company the very next year, and then everybody complains, and then the American company says, well, our product's not selling. We don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot as much as we are with that. So I'm going to try to take a step back and be one to support the companies that are supposed to be supporting me as a physical media collector.
Smart man.
Jeff,
I like that.
I did the opposite. I knew of the Vinegar Syndrome release, and I just bought the Tank Girl Blu-ray from Umbrella, because I'm like, I don't really care the difference between 4K and Blu-ray. They're both going to look great. But I got the Blu-ray from Umbrella for free with their buy one, get one free deal. So I bundled up a whole bunch of stuff and saved a ton of money and got like 3 Blu-rays free. So
See,
I'm like, I just want the movie. I'm good with that.
That's a better way to look at it than to be mad that Vinegar Syndrome's releasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That happens a lot.
Sorry, go ahead, KB.
I was just going to say that happens a lot with Studio Canal and Criterion. And I've been guilty of like buying like, say, Peeping Tom or BFI with a Kurosawa release, and then all of a sudden Criterion's like, we got the 4K. And then the only thing you can do is say, well, one, I already got it. If you're lucky, it's a better transfer on the disc because they use 100 instead of 50 gigabyte disc. And you know, whatever you buy, it's going to be the same movie. We break it down. You just got to be happy with the release that you got. And, you know, if anything, you probably, if it is something like Criterion, you probably got new features if you had a previous upgrade before. So I think people just need something to complain about in a lot of cases. So I'm with you, Jeff. Patience is definitely.
I had commented on Jeff's Instagram post when he posted the Tank Girl Vinegar Syndrome, and I have the Umbrella. I have the big box set from Umbrella, but I collect all of the VSUs. So like I was in the boat where like, shit, I already bought that one. I think it was bought it last year when it came back in stock on Umbrella, but now I've ordered the VSU. So I'll just get rid of.
Hey, but you know what? I haven't seen an 8-minute video pop up on B-Dub's movie channel being mad that Vinegar Syndrome's releasing a movie he already bought.
I'm not.
No.
Hey, that's my job there.
There you go. Yeah,
I'm definitely not mad about it. I mean, it just
you gave me the next video idea. You know,
it happens with a lot of that shit. So
it really does. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about FOMO kicks in for a lot of people too, because like Tank Girl was out of stock for a while on Umbrella, and then it came back in, and that's when I picked it up. So, and I didn't obviously back then I didn't know Vinegar Syndrome was going to do it. So,
I've never seen it, so I'm never buying it. One day with my new rules, I can't buy Tank Girl.
New rules.
Yeah, buy Tank Girl for Nate.
But you know, that's another, Brian, you bring up FOMO, which is a really good thing. You have to, like Jeff, you were talking to, patience, FOMO, get rid of that. Like as soon as you talk to yourself and have a good conversation, like, hey, if I didn't buy this day one and it goes out of print, the FOMO is irrelevant to me because I chose to not get it. So if I missed it, I have thousands of movies. I'll be okay. And then same thing with patience. I waited and waited for like so many 4Ks, and then Groove had 3 at $12, $13 each, and I scooped up 6 of them, and I won. I won by waiting. Got Sinners for 13. I got Minecraft for 13. It's like patience.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Majority of the stuff doesn't go out of print. Even if they say it's a limited release, they find another 1,000 in another warehouse somewhere. It's going to come back. It's going to get reprinted.
If it's a good film, there's always another anniversary to come up.
Yeah.
So they'll sell it to us again in 5 more years, and probably a bigger, badder set because they already sold it to everybody, you know, on the 40th anniversary.
Right.
So
the next one will come in a tank.
Oh God!
Add the cart.
All right, Nate.
All right, so my number 4, Jeff used the word earlier, and I love it. I want to have more of a curation rather than a collection. So I'm with the no more blind buys. I am also been getting rid of a lot of stuff. I don't know. I only have about maybe 1,600 only to like normal people. That's a lot, but
just that
1,600. And like, I'm like, do I even like 1,600 movies that much for them to be sitting here? And when I look, the answer is no. I don't like all of these movies. There's a lot of movies I bought when we're doing like the Action Movie Guys podcast. Like, I'll buy it because like, okay, we got to review this. It's $5. I'll buy it. We review it. I hate it. And then I keep it. And I'm like, why do I have this? I'm not going to watch it again. So ultimately, I try to think of it like a museum, right? They all have art in them, but they don't have every piece of art in every museum. Like, you got to pick and choose what you want there. And at the end of the day, it's my collection. It's like, I don't buy these for other people. I don't buy them for other people to see what I have. It's not, I don't care. So yeah, I want to have more of a curation. So Jeff, I love the term. I love the idea. And so I want to do that. I actually want my collection to be smaller by the end of 2026 than it is right now. By how much, I'm not going to put a number, but because I have to go through and see what I don't want anymore. And with that's going to come a lot of rewatches to double check. Do I, I rewatched The Wolfman the other day, the Benicio del Toro one, and I loved it. And I wasn't sure if I really liked it, but I bought it when it came out because it was a 4K and I got to get it. And luckily I liked it. But there's a lot of other ones where I look at them and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like that much. So yeah, just kind of pare it down to what I know I want or will want to watch again in the future. So curation over collection.
And Nate, what's your strategy there for getting rid of them? Do you donate them? Do you resell them?
Yeah, it depends. I do have I haven't used Mercari as much, but I have sold a lot through Mercari. It depends. Like if I know it's something that people want, I'll sell it through Mercari. Otherwise, I go to this used place and I trade. I trade a lot. Like there's a bookstore that sells movies as well down here, and they pretty much take almost everything I bring in. They take. So yeah, I usually just try to do that, and then if literally they say we can't take this, I donate it to them. Like I just say, just keep it. I need the shelf space. I don't want it. So better than like throwing it in the garbage. Someone might buy it, if they have it in overstock or something. But yeah, I usually trade in.
Very good. Johnny.
Okay, my next goal for 2026 is, I've got a lot of crap on my shelves back here, but I would like to actually get into some Westerns. Everybody does, with genre. I want to watch, science fiction. I want to watch action comedies. I mean, I do have some Westerns, but I really, I haven't seen them. So I want to get into some more Westerns, and that kind of ties in with another one I want to kind of merge in with this is, watch my Criterion films. KB, I'm sure Criterion, they do have some good Westerns in the collection. Yeah. So I want to start, getting into that genre. I got my father-in-law here. He loves Westerns, and he hasn't seen the Dollars trilogy, and neither have I. And I have those Arrow, 4Ks. So we're going to sit down and watch those and enjoy those. And that's one genre I kind of want to get into. I've seen, science fiction, comedy, and action, all those, but I really haven't touched on Westerns a lot. And I kind of like to get into that.
I like that.
Yeah, I learned myself I'm not a Western fan. So my goal this year is not to buy any Westerns. I learned I'm like 9 out of 10 times I don't like this Western.
I'm not super into them. There's a few that I really like, but
that was on my short list for tonight, but I kept it off. But Westerns is definitely something I want to get into. Once Upon a Time in the West is like my favorite Western of all time.
Oh my gosh, I returned that one this year. I'm like,
oh my god, I love that movie. It's so
I need
good.
To watch it. It's on my never seen it list.
It's so good.
It's the slowest movie ever.
It's slow, but it's really good.
So slow. Wasn't there like water dripping at the beginning? I'm like, when does something happen? Like, let's go. Like,
45 minutes in, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful film.
Yeah, I've got that on the shelf. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah. Same, Johnny. I got it right down here. It's in my never seen it pile, and I gotta get through it.
It's coming around eventually.
I saw it on sale and never picked it up.
Good move, Huck. Good move.
Guess I'm on my own with this one.
All right, I got some more show and tell for my number 4. So over here, I have what I call my favorites cabinet here. So the top is all my MCU, then I have all my Scorsese, then I have all my Hitchcock. But down here, I have to dedicate the last 2 shelves to what's going to be my number 4. I have a buddy. His name is Christian, and he's a super big movie fan, not a physical media collector as much as us. But what he does collect is he has every single Best Picture winner from 1928 Wings all the way up to 2024's Anora. And he came over here. I do this thing called Movie Dinner Movies with my friends. And he came over and he's looking through my collection. He's like, so when he saw your Best Picture shelf, I was like, ooh, I don't have all of them. He's like, you need to work on that. So I went through and I pulled up the percentage. And at the time it was 54. Since then, it's up to a little bit more. I think it's up to 65%. But my goal, Best Pictures, update collection to at least 80% of the winners, currently at 65%. So about 20 discs, which is probably closer to 15 now. So I'm not just going to go out and buy brand new 4Ks and Blu-rays. I'm looking for, like Ben-Hur. We got the announcement for Ben-Hur on 4K. I'm going to watch Ben-Hur like 2 more times in my life if I'm lucky. So I'm good with the Blu-ray. I don't need the 4K. But something like Sound of Music that used to come on TV every year as a kid, that is pure nostalgia for me. I'm going to spring for that Disney 4K. So, of course, I have like most of the new ones, but just, trying to fill in the holes. And the key to that is I will watch these because I do an Academy Award challenge every year, and I end up like borrowing a lot of them or streaming a lot of them. I want to just grab them from my collection and watch them. So by the time we get to, the 98th, I'm planning to be at 80% of the collection, if not more.
Very cool.
Nice.
There's only one that's unavailable.
Can I ask you, when you go to put this together, since you're talking about, I like how you said Ben-Hur, you'll probably watch it 2 more times. That's how I think too. Like if it's on my shelf and I feel like there's one more view left, I'll just watch the Blu-ray, whatever.
Yeah.
And I know there's this tendency as collectors to get them all. If there's a Best Picture you already have seen and you don't like, are you going to buy that and add that to your collection just so you can say you have them all? Or are you like, that's a waste of money?
I spend a lot of time on WhatsApp, and every once in a while I'll come across a $2 Blu-ray. That's how I will get it. If it's like $1 or $2. But like I said, like for Christmas, I told the kids, I was like, any Best Picture winner you could find under $10 on Blu-ray or 4K. And, my daughter, Kayla, she loves Huck. And she found Annie Hall, Spotlight, All Quiet on the Western Front, all for under $10. She hit up a groove sale and just went bananas. Nice. But the whole thing is, I'm not going to spend a lot of money, just like you were saying, just to have it sit on the shelf and show it off or anything like that.
Nice.
I'm gonna have it there so it can be utilized to some extent. Like I got like Braveheart still on DVD. Once again, people love that movie. I'm not one of the people, so I'm only gonna watch that like once or twice more in my life. I don't need to upgrade that. So some of them will be still on DVD, even though there's 4Ks. And like you were alluding to, if it's for $1 or $2, I'll pick it up, but I'm not going to go and spend $10-15 on something I probably won't watch or don't like.
Which one is unavailable?
Somebody was going to ask me that.
Because I'm starting one of those too.
Around the World in 80 Days, 1956 winner, and also Hamlet. Make it 2.
Yeah.
So those are unavailable in DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. It could be out of print, but
I think Derek, like Pure Hangout from Pure Hangout, he has like, I think he has like either all of the ones available or like almost all of them.
Yeah. And I think the biggest hole for a lot of people was Coda, unless you imported the French 4K. But now that they just released
the
it.
4K,
Yeah,
4K.
it's now complete. Yeah, Pure Hangout. He's another one that has all of them. So
That's cool.
Nice. Love Coda, by the way.
All right. What a great fourth round, guys. We are getting into our fifth and final round. And I just checked, and I think I hit 4,000 subs, unless I just lost one. So that is great.
Congratulations.
That means Dave gets some free physical media because he's in the lead right now.
Yeah.
Dave.
So, Dave, I'll hit you up on Instagram after, see if you want that. Drive 4K or, what you want there. But yeah, awesome. So we're into our fifth round, people. Final round, fifth goal here. So I'm taking this one from KB, where you did those like movie nights with friends. I'm like, that is such a cool idea. We've built these collections, and now we got to share this stuff, right? That's how we get new movie fans. That's how we share our passion for movies. So I got to host some movie nights myself. I got to be like, hey, buddies, come over, pick a movie on the shelf, let's watch it. Or even like just with my wife, like, hey, pick a movie off the shelf, because she'll be, pulling up stuff on streaming. I gotta say, look at all these movies around you. Just, pick one off the shelf you're interested in it.
No ads.
And let's make a movie night out of it. So I'm gonna try to do like 5 hosted movie nights this year. We'll see if it works out, but we gotta share these collections we love now.
I also got requests to bring back the date night movie roulette that I was doing with my wife. So definitely going to bring that back in.
I got to get people used to you grabbing the physical media off the shelf, though, because my wife will pull up a movie. I'm like, I have that on 4K. Let me go get the disc.
All the time. I'll go back in the bedroom. My wife's sitting there watching something. I'm like, what are you watching this on? Oh, HBO. We have it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the ads.
I know. My wife said, "Oh, A Few Good Men is on stream." I'm like, "No, I have a 4K that's still wrapped. I have to get this."
I'm just gonna cancel all the streaming services, and then they'll be like, "Well, we have to go into the movie room to find something to watch now."
Do you have this?
That's funny. It's funny. My daughter goes. She tells all of her friends. She goes, "Oh, by the way, my dad owns every movie." Like she thinks, like her friends even came over and had a movie night, and she goes, "Oh, we really wanted to watch Devil Wears Prada." I'm like, "Hang on." Walked out through Devil, and they went nuts. They're like, he does own every movie. So, that felt good.
All right, Huck.
Oh, okay. So we've all heard this one before. This just happened to be my number one, so you'll hear it from my mouth this time. Is going to the theater. So my thing is, I thought I saw more, but I saw about 75 in the theater, which is pretty good. It's my most successful year with that. So I want to increase that to 100 movies in the theater. Like you guys, if it's like 2 a week, but maybe a little thin week here and there. I think that's doable, especially if, I was even telling my wife, like maybe if I go on a Saturday and I go to the early show, I can just double feature it and then still be home in the afternoon to spend the night with her and stuff. So that's my plan with the theater part of it. And then the other part, along with the 52-week challenge, and just, I love all the things that I'm hearing about movie night and this and that, is to see 125 movies outside of all of that, so that I can get at least 225 films watched in a year. Cause I watch just under 2. So I want to hit 2, but go above it, like about 225. And obviously, if I'm eyeballing 300, that would be the nice goal. I don't think, since I only got to about 175, I could hit 300, but 225 is my goal to sort of see in every aspect, whether it's a streaming video or, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, movie challenge, in the theater, all that stuff. So that's my goal. Hope I can do it.
Nice.
You can do it.
You can.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly though, like some of you guys who can do the movie a day, because I don't know, I'm just so impressed. Like I could try them. Like I can't do it today or whatever,
Dude, I just log off and log off from work, and I came down here and doing Spinal Tap, and that's what, 90 minutes, no ads. So it's like,
it's great.
By the time it's like, hey, it's 6:30, it's time for dinner. So you know,
Now,
you
when
can
you
still
guys
do it.
watch all of these, do you see every movie top to bottom, or is some of it background? Like I put a background movie on, and
No.
that counts as a movie.
I don't count it.
Yeah,
No,
because
not
I
top to
wouldn't,
bottom,
I
yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
either. That's why I want to know if some of it's background stuff or if it's all commitment.
I save my background stuff for my VHS tapes. I just pop them into the tube TV and then I get to cleaning, and that's my background noise, and I don't count that movie.
I was gonna
Yeah, if I'm working from home, I'll usually like for background noise, I'll just put on YouTube, like
Yeah.
and just kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
But I do what KB not that he said he does that, but like one thing I will do is like, okay, I need to get a movie in or I feel like watching one. I will look at the runtime and be like, I want something that's like between
Yeah.
80 and
Yeah.
95 minutes. I don't have time for a 2.5 hour movie right now.
Yeah.
And I'll watch a short one on purpose, just like get it in, get through it, and see if I like it or not. But yeah, I will look at runtimes depending on the day.
That makes me feel a little better.
Cool.
Do you do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Letterbox is your friend.
Yeah.
Catch it
I
right
use
on.
the Blu-ray. I use the Blu-ray app, and I just sort by runtime
Mhm.
within the Blu-ray.com app.
That's what's up.
Smart.
I like that.
And then I'm just like 90 minutes, so that way I just have like the list of whatever 100 or so that are under 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right, Brian.
All right, so my my last one is channel related. So just want to continue to grow this channel. As of today, I am at 390 subscribers, so 10 shy of 400. My goal by the end of the year is to get to 500. I feel like that's doable. 110 subscribers in a year, I should be able to do that. So I think going back to what I said earlier about just kind of consistency on the channel, posting a video a week for the 52-week movie challenge, I think will help me just kind of get that algorithm moving and popping up in other people's views. So yeah, it's just kind of growing the channel. Maybe get some cool lights back here. I know I saw, Mike, you were talking about your lights last year. I think I watched your video from last year, and I don't know, maybe get some nice background lighting in here and see if I can kind of spruce things up a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if my lights have been helpful. I don't know. Do you guys like the lights? I'm like, I put them up there, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It just adds a little color, right? Like I just have the white wall and the metal shelves, these dumb metal shelves that I spent so much money on.
Hey, but at least you got movies back there. I don't even got movies behind me. I got Pop. I got Howard the Duck. That's for good luck, though.
Yeah.
We
That
gotta
gives
see
me an
a
inspiration.
room tour, Mike. We gotta see a room tour for you.
Oh my gosh, my studio is so messy. You would not want to see a room. I got everything.
Yeah, we do.
Popcorn buckets lying around, like 100 hats everywhere. It's not tourable right now.
Not tour.
Clean it up and then do the room
that a
tour.
goal.
Throw in the VHS.
This should be one of your
clean
goals. Clean
yourself.
up the office.
Make
There
that
you
a
go.
goal.
I'm
5.1.
busting out this content. You think I got time for that?
Make it a video of you
You can make
cleaning.
the content.
Time
Clean
lapse.
it up.
Oh
clean it
yeah,
up,
people
upload
watch
the
that
video.
stuff for some reason. The things that people watch always amazes me.
It'll be you going really fast, like in time lapse,
Mhm.
cleaning up and everything everywhere.
And
People will watch it.
I
for sure.
recorded myself organizing this, and I still haven't posted it on YouTube. I have it. I just have to edit it and post it. So
And it'll probably pop off really good too.
Yep.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah,
It'll be your number one video.
it might be.
Help
All right,
you get to
Jeff.
500.
So it'll be a little bit of an echo chamber because I believe Brian had said something kind of along these lines. I don't usually make myself like a goal for a specific director or actor or anything. But this year I've decided I want to watch all of Stanley Kubrick's movies
Yeah.
from last to
Nice.
first. So I started that last night with Eyes Wide Shut.
Damn it.
Nice.
And I'm gonna get all 16 of his movies squeezed in this year, or at least that's my goal. And like I said, I want to start from the last one and go to the first. I want to
Make sure you have some
career
caffeine
deteriorate.
for Barry Lyndon. Have
Barry
the caffeine beverages already there.
And don't watch 2001 too late at night for your first.
Oh
time.
yeah.
Well, I've attempted to watch 2001 before, and that was the case. I worked third shift. I got off from work one morning and I tried to watch it, and I kept trying to do that, and I never could make it through the movie.
Nope.
All right,
it
so
just becomes-
Jeff, where you want to start? Paths of Glory. It's like an hour and a half, and it's
I've
great.
seen that one. I've
There
seen
you
that
go.
one.
Yeah, probably it's great.
I don't really have a lot of blind, like I've seen most of his movies, but I hadn't seen Eyes Wide Shut, and I'm like, that's his last one. I'm just gonna roll backwards, and start from the end and go all the way back to the beginning, because I have almost all his films through the Criterion line.
Nice.
I loved Eyes Wide Shut. Thought that was good. But
It
Jeff,
was
even
good.
with, just so you know, even with tons of sleep, I don't think it's going to change to 2001 much for you.
I just have to do it at like 2:00 in the afternoon on a bright, sunny day.
I saw it in IMAX, and I still was like, this is a movie. It's loud, but
Yeah.
It's loud.
I still haven't gotten my eyes wide shut yet.
You still haven't got that?
I got it
Jeez.
like right before Christmas, and I
Johnny-
threw it in the player immediately. I
Johnny
like,
was
"This
mad
is a
about that
Christmas movie."
on the last stream we were on. He hadn't gotten it yet.
Oh, he was like, my
Damn,
eyes are
son.
wide open right now.
Yeah.
Still pissed over that.
All right, Nate, you're up.
All right, so my last one is not about buying anything or going to the theater. My last one is I want to get back to doing more reviews. I stopped on our channel like in April of last year. I stopped doing out of theater reviews. Part of it was just fatigue because I did one every single week. And I know they're short, but like mentally sometimes like I don't have anything to say about this movie. And I would have to like force myself to sit. I was like, I don't want to keep doing this. So I took a break. I restarted a little bit on Instagram, and I do want to do more reels. Like just the short little under 3 minute. I mean, they're reviews, but not really. They're just like my thoughts on these movies. You know, my Instagram page is called Netflix Reviews, and I don't review as much as I used to. So I kind of want to get back to doing that. We have like a TikTok page that I've not posted on it in like 8 months. Again, the reels, I want to do more reels. So I don't know if it's necessarily for YouTube. I think I will start doing more out of the theater for YouTube as well. But I just want to get back to like reviewing these movies that I mostly want to do first time watches. But I'm thinking maybe just even doing rewatches that I'm, trying to go through and see if I like these movies. So, yeah, I just want to get back to sort of doing reviews at least 1 or 2 a week. Because right now I've done a few recently, but there was like a good 6 months where I didn't review. And when I say that, I don't mean like, me and Alex do like the franchise reviews. I don't mean that. I just mean like me talking about a movie I just watched, solo quick review. So I want to get back to doing more of those this year. At least, like I said, 1 or 2 a week.
All right, Johnny.
Well, for my last goal, this has to deal with my collecting, and it kind of goes with FOMO. For me, it was always about I have to get it with a slip. I have to get it with a slip. If it doesn't come with a slip, no dip. And now I've almost gotten to the point now where I'm like, you know what? Who cares? I mean, you want the movie. You don't really. If I get a movie that has a slip, great. I'm not going to go out of my way to pass up one that's on the shelf that doesn't have one, because Walmart's really bad about it, and I know Best Buy was. Barnes and Noble's kind of like that now. I'm just going to get it. If it has a slip, it has a slip. If it doesn't, oh well.
Good move.
All about the movie.
Yeah.
Same movie.
Yep.
Just be careful if the disc inside is garbage. That's all.
Or it comes from Mike. You never know.
Do you know back when I used to collect DVDs? Because Johnny, you were talking about upgrading. I did that in maybe like 2009, 2010. That was when I started collecting. I was a little younger, but I had DVDs. I used to throw away all the slipcovers on the DVDs because it saved so much room on the little bit of shelves I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I never grew that like attachment to them. Thankfully, like you said, if I get it, I get it. And if I don't, oh well, it's fine. You'll get there. Once you get a few without them, you'll be like, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care.
KB.
Well, my last one, some of you know this already, but I used to write written reviews, and I had them on a couple of websites. One of them is still going strong, and that led to different things, including reviewing physical media and so forth. But I kind of fell out of love with writing because kind of felt like redundant and repetitive, and then people aren't going to websites for reviews as much anymore. But I really miss writing. So my fifth goal is to start writing again, and to make it measurable, I put at least 12 written reviews by the end of the year. Of course, you could, do a quick review or out of the theater or physical media release, but the time it takes to come up with like a script for something, if it's a video or if it's a podcast, or in this case that I'm talking about, a written review. And I've been invited a couple times to get back with the Kansas City Film Critics Circle. They're the oldest critics circle in the United States after New York, which is kind of ironic with my connection. But I want to see what I could do for this year and see if I'm still in love with it. And then if all works out, see what happens in 27. I might be applying to be a film critic again. So we'll see.
Very cool.
Nice. That's great, KB.
That's awesome,
Nice.
KB.
That's super cool.
Now that's a goal, people.
Thanks.
Nice.
All right. Wow. That was a great 5 rounds of these movie goals. Now we got to keep each other accountable to these goals throughout the year. That's going to be the thing, checking in on each other, making sure we're meeting these goals. Maybe we'll have some kind of like checkpoint streams throughout the year just to get a quick update. But definitely we'll do the final wrap-up one as well. So very excited for that. We'll just kind of go around now just to conclude. You guys can let the audience know where to find you, any upcoming projects, anything fun like that. Once again, reminder to the audience, if you have not yet put your movie goals in for 2026 yet, please leave that in the comments. Or if you're watching a replay of this stream, leave it in the comments. We want to know your goals as well. But yeah, Huck, what do you got to say to the audience out there?
Well, thanks, Mike, and everybody that's been here. These are really great, to just not only just to hold us accountable, but to give us something fun to pursue every year. Everybody taking the challenge. Wow, we went from 7 people last year, KB, to like 22 or something right now. It's amazing. So that's very exciting. So if you haven't jumped on that bandwagon and you want to go to any of these people's channel now, I think you're going to see it posted everywhere. But I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube, community tab and Letterboxd. You'll see that 52-week challenge. Come join the fun. The cinematic journey is what we call it. You don't have to hit 52. You can hit 10. You can hit 4. You can hit 17. Just whatever you're able to accomplish and embrace new films into your life is the goal. Tomorrow morning is my first new morning mug of 2026, and we're just going to talk about, channel stuff similar to this thing here, and be on the lookout for more movie reviews, this time with not only reviews out of the theater, but also the 52-week movie challenge. I need to stay on top of those better. I sort of gave up on those in the last half of the year, but I'm going to try to get all 52 recorded and down. So thanks for watching.
And Brian.
Mike, thanks for inviting me on this stream. This is a lot of fun. I am Brian. B-Dubs Movie Hub is my channel here on YouTube. Same name on Letterboxd, Instagram, Facebook, all those fun places. I have a live stream coming up Wednesday night on my channel. We're just talking, top 10 2025 movies. Dave, Collector Movie Man, will be on there with me. Posting my December watches tomorrow. That should drop around 3:00 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And I got to do my Princess Bride week 1 video. So that'll post next week. I'm going to watch the movie, and then the video will come out the following week. So I'll have that ready to go probably next Thursday. Try and keep a consistent 52-week challenge video every Thursday afternoon.
All right. And Jeff?
Thanks, Mike, for inviting me on. I've watched these streams for the last few years, and everybody always seems to have really neat goals. The more exciting thing is that we're going to get back together next year and talk about it. So that's something to look forward to. It'll be a stream a year in the making. I love those. Those are always fun. You can find me, John Doe Juggalo, anywhere there's socials. You'll find me in any of these people's streams when they're live. I'll be in the chats hanging out. And let's just watch some movies this year.
All right, Nate.
Yes, Mike, as always, thank you for having me on. Always a pleasure. You guys all awesome. Always love talking with all you guys. Okay, let me try to remember everything because we've been on a little break over on our channel. So Instagram, Netflix Reviews, that's me. YouTube, Geeks and Flicks is the channel. We are going to be getting back on the director spotlight. We're 15 movies in to Spielberg. So the next one, Schindler's List, should be dropping at the end of this week. And then next week will be Lost World Jurassic Park. And then every Friday following. Alex getting back on his 4K reviews. We will be doing more live streams. We're no longer doing the franchise rankings. This year, we're moving on to like just more topic-based stuff. Also, Action Movie Guys podcast. We're all caught up. All the back episodes that we had done are done. So we are going to be moving that to a live stream as well. So it will still be an audio podcast if you're like on the go, Action Movie Guys. But we will be recording them as a live stream on YouTube as well. So if you guys want to chime in with your scores for the action movies, we're going to be doing that again soon. So like in the next week or two, we're going to start having videos and live streams again. And then the one KB was talking about, just to plug it, me and him, Alex and Harrison will be over on Really Old Movies. January 30th, I think, is the first one. And it's like House of Hitchcock, the second floor or whatever Harrison came up with for the name of it. So we're going to be going through I think it's 16 or 20 more Hitchcock movies. I don't know. It's a bunch. And that's going to be a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Again, just to echo everybody else, thanks, Mike, for inviting me on. This is my first time being on here doing, a goals live stream. You can find me here. What's Johnny watching here on YouTube? On Instagram, it's Johnny_likes_movies. I'm more active on there than I am on YouTube, but that is going to change, and I'm seriously considering going back to TikTok. I have nothing planned as of yet other than get all my goals as much as I can, get those kind of done.
KB?
KB loves movies. We're going to have the return of the conversation probably next week, if not the week after. I'm also going to be on Harrison's channel, as Nate mentioned. I'm trying to decide if I want to get back into out of the theater reviews. It's fun. I have more opportunities now, especially if I'm going to screenings, but they're also being really strict with blackout dates. I saw The Housemaid 6 weeks before it came out, it feels like. But trying to get the Facebook group started up again. Also, the podcast is going to be video. So if you missed a conversation or you don't want to watch the whole thing, you could watch a slimmed down version on the podcast, a video podcast of that as well. So I'm just looking forward to 2026, and I'll probably spend more time this year watching movies than watching YouTube. So, but I'll still be on your channels, I promise.
Man, KB, I was just about to say the opposite to the audience out there. I was going to be make sure you visit all these guys' channels and actually watch the content, watch the videos. Even if you are watching a movie, what I love to do is kind of play a YouTube video in the background or just as a podcast if you're driving somewhere, commuting, just to have a fun podcast, watch these people's content. I mean, you don't have to be glued to the screen, just, listen to the content, if anything. So if you're thinking about, if you want to subscribe to our channels out there, just remember this.
Help me get one more.
That's all you got to do for us. Help me get one more. That's all you got to do, okay? But yeah, definitely watch the content here. Special thank you to Collector Movie Man for becoming a member, the super chats tonight. Also, other members that popped in, like Tiana Loves Movies, always supporting the channel. So that was great. The audience members. Without you guys, we have nothing. So thank you, audience, for always being here, chatting it up in the live stream. We do notice the comments. If we don't bring them up all the time, we do appreciate that you are there listening and watching the content. But yeah, everybody have a great new year out there. We're making the push to 5,000 subs now in 2026. So we'll definitely try to get towards that. But yeah, everybody have a great new year out there. And have a good night, everybody. And remember,
have a good night.
It's all about